Refresh the
Are you
page.
starting now?
Yeah.
Is it even recording now?
It is live.
Yeah.
We got live! Alright, there goes the screen. Alright, guys, we are back with part 2 of the Hunting with Friends podcast for the 29th of November, 2012. Yes, I had to refresh my page, so I can't see any of the chat now. I also got an ad.
Theo is calling this question special question.
Well, technically it's under the special quest section.
It's actually under the special quest section?
Well,
Yep.
yeah, but it's also special because of another reason.
Well, I can't see it yet because I'm having to watch a famous basketball player get his head shaved in the commercial. Okay, so what is so special about this dual gravios question? That's dual gravios, by the way, guys.
You'll see whenever you see Kina.
She's using a lance.
She is.
Kino never uses. For those of you who don't know, Kino hates the lance. She never uses the lance ever.
Except on this one quest, she actually likes the lance.
I still hate the lance. I have to use this with my next SR.
That's a really good lance, though.
Oh, I forgot I gotta go flashy flash.
Yep.
You're just lucky that oh God. Oh, he just sent me to an ad blocking. No, Crazy Spike, that's a great idea. Thank you for the help, but I actually don't believe in blocking ads. It actually causes anybody who gets paid for those ads to not get as much money. And being a YouTuber, that also affects how much money I get paid. And so I hate to do it to anybody else. So it wasn't that long of an ad anyway, and I was muted, so I didn't have to hear any of the talk. You guys know you can block that, right?
You can.
I could have sworn you can block the fire breath.
Nope, he's fighting the whole the time
not
he was
fire
farming it
breath,
before.
Oh.
Just
Just guard up, or guard +2, possibly.
Maybe. Oh no, they
Don't
didn't work
help
for us.
me. Don't help me.
So they should totally have a guard plus like 12. Lets you block every attack.
Oh yeah, totally, because that's so...
But you can already block Black Bastion's one-shot moves anyway. So you can never enough block anything.
I'm being paralyzed.
So I get much chance to hit the fricker.
Gotta love that upward stab. I wish they'd add that in other Monster Hunter games, though. That was a really good addition to this one. So is this just like dual regular gravios, or is it one black, one regular?
Dual regular.
Okay, so it's not nearly as bad, but it's still pretty scary. This, for those of you who don't know, this is still with some of the old hitboxes. So gravios, along with the Plesioth, are some of the scariest monsters in the game, although Plesioth's kind of a joke in this one.
No!
And there goes another heat beam. And a flash bomb. No, I can remember fighting these things in the swamp and actually worrying about the poison.
I remember worrying about the poison in general back then, you know.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I just remember not being able to fight Gravios at first.
Yeah. I remember my very first Monster Hunter game, and I never even got to the Gravios in the original one. I got to the Rothlos, and that was where I just could not beat it. And that was actually having gone back to it. I've gone back to the game after I got stuck at the Cephadrome, excuse me. I think it was so hard for me at the beginning.
Well, the original Monster Hunter is still pretty hard.
Yeah, it's just the control scheme was honestly really bad. I mean, I'm glad they fixed it in the later ones.
I like the control scheme in that one. The first game started with.
It made it like the controller style and made it really hard to actually use the control scheme effectively. You had to use the claw on it, and it just wasn't designed for that.
I love clawing, sort of.
I liked
my hands are ruined right now.
I liked clawing on like a PSP because it was thin and it didn't hurt to claw. PS2 controller hurt like hell if you wanted to claw it. And so I was one of those people who ran around and just tapped the L button, the L1 button, so I could center the camera behind me.
They seem probably weak by now anyway.
You could probably cap it.
Oh, hey, Theo.
Yeah.
You'd be like a good person and lend me some stones because I forgot to take some with me.
Dang it, Kino!
Can we capture this first at least? I think it's ready.
Can I do a trap? No, he's running.
It's in charge to me.
I'm gonna trap us.
Come here. Come here.
Okay. Yes.
Kino, go to Theo. Go to Theo.
Hmm? Didn't give me a freaking treat yet. Oh, it's moving.
Well,
That would have really hurt. Oh, there it goes. It's gonna limp into your trap. It looks like.
Apparently so. You know, please just cap me and get it over with.
It's so cute.
That's so convenient. I've never seen one be so helpful.
Come here, Kino. Kino.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Just running all over the place.
Running everywhere
Oh
but the
no,
right
you don't need whetstones. Not at all.
Gravion, you're charging me. Ow, Gravion, how could you?
It's not me.
First lap. If it
That's
ever turns
the
around.
people. That's your patron monster.
Oh man, I'm looking at the chat right now. So much good memories I have on the first Monster Hunter game. Fuck you, Velociprey! Full chrome,
Oh, didn't
best
get
boy.
that.
For the original monster, all I gotta say is deliver the powder stone.
That wasn't even required, and that was the hardest quest in the game.
Yep. That's what started at.
It was so hard to do. It required 4 people to do that quest. There was no beating it without 4 people. I mean, it's like fighting Fatalis back when Fatalis was hard. There was no soloing Fatalis in the first Monster Hunter game.
No, yeah, because it was only online.
It was only online, and you could do it. You could attempt it solo, but you couldn't beat it solo. There wasn't enough time for it.
And then the plate farming from Lost Plate Farming. Then.
I don't think they had the plates in that
Yeah,
one.
Meta Flashes, by the way.
I have one left. This one refused to get flashed at first.
Some kind of a waste of a flash since it was paralyzed.
One Kino tends to flash early for some reason.
Wait, Crazy Spike, is that Gravios' hip check or Plesioth's hip check? Because they're both pretty bad.
Gravios' hip check isn't that bad.
Remember. Let's turn into old people right now. Let's be old people. Back in my day, when I started Monster Hunter, I couldn't find a Bucarios when I first saw one.
Oh man, back in the day, I used to use Greatsword because I thought it was overpowered.
I use FNS.
Rachel's actually
Followed everything with FNS.
And then and then when I got Unite, I started off with Greatsword and then realized I could main. I tried to get used to Hammer, and I did, and I mained that for a long time. And I actually used that all the way into Frontier. I used the Lance in Try though, because the Lance was broken in Try.
Yeah, for counter.
You could combo break any of your combos, any skill, any attack, anywhere in your combo with the counter. So if you could do it right, you were invincible.
Stop being my silly bitchy. No, my armpit. No, go back.
And Kino, this is why we use excess water to wash all the soap off us in the morning. Or at night, depending on when you take a shower.
I shower at night. Still not nighttime, sort of.
You shower at random times, if we could be honest. Whenever you can be bothered.
Yeah. Still. Wait, this is so can like make you itchy?
Remember kids, in Monster Hunter, the early games are the holy grail of pain.
Yep.
So many good quotes from the chat. You guys who are watching this on YouTube have really missed out. Also, you should
That is because you were very specific about when we were streaming, and also because maybe they were busy.
I was totally specific. I said I would put it on Twitter and then put my Twitter in the comments, another comments in the descriptions.
What if people don't follow your Twitter? What if people don't even have Twitter?
They can still look at his Twitter.
And they could just look at it. It's not. It's like it's linked. The actual page is linked in there. You have to go to the link and you can see what I've tweeted.
What if they're like me and forget?
Not many people are as forgetful as you.
Yeah, that kind of honestly that kind of isn't my problem. If they forgot to go check the Twitter, because I spammed. If those of you who are following me on Twitter, I spammed Twitter with things. I started posting. I started posting about the
I didn't have
podcast.
that
I
many.
posted one last night. Posted one this morning. Posted one 2 hours before we started recording. 1 hour before we started recording. 45 minutes ago, and then 13 minutes ago when we started part 2.
Oh, well.
So I totally did my job.
Taking care of your mom.
So we have topped at 7 people watching, including myself. Good times. Alright, now it's time for the fan pick, which I do believe is Azerothlos, right?
I haven't been paying attention if there's been anything else.
I haven't. We had the siege quest, but those are all really long. Unless, because that's like the ones that you'd actually be using the siege weapons on are actually really long.
But technically none of them would even use them on anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean the weapons in Frontier are kind of overpowered. No, are really overpowered for some of the monsters, and you don't even really need to use the siege weapons anymore because you can keep the monster locked in place with 4 people easily. I mean, there's
I don't
almost.
know what we're hunting.
Neither do I.
So I do
guess we can
believe
just take
it's.
a quick vote now, maybe?
Yeah, so let's take a quick vote right now. What do you guys think? What should the final monster of the cast be?
Let's hunt all 3 palaces.
At the same time.
Oh, I wish they had something like that.
Oh, sorry about that. Got a major cough. Like I muted myself last time, but I couldn't hold it in long enough to do that this time. I do. It's unprofessional.
Wait, you're calling yourself unprofessional?
Yes, for coughing in the middle of a recording session without muting myself. And so it looks like it is Azerothlos is the pick. So
Let's do hardcore. But you said it's unprofessional to cough while we're recording. You know, when we're recording, you know all the stuff I say. I don't mute myself. If I did that, you wouldn't even hear me talk at all.
yeah, because Kino, you're comic relief, and if you muted yourself, there wouldn't be any comic relief, and this would be would honestly be rather boring.
You know, I really want to test out one day. Like, let's see how long I can keep quiet and see how the podcast turns out to see if it was funny or not.
Oh man.
I think the awkward silence would probably make it funny.
Yes, this is like, I don't know, actually, I don't know, we have to say, me and Theo have to trade awkward comments back and forth. Like, just, like, at random, not really saying much, and it would probably either be hilarious or really boring.
Just like every minute we just randomly say one random thing.
And then someone would have to make a fart joke.
Well, I feel like farting now.
Don't you always?
Why is that funny? God, it reminds me of, we were talking about, in my illustration class, we were talking about, horrible things like, oh God, I'm sorry. There was a guy getting hit, then there's a lady who was, like, my teacher was talking about a lady he saw. She's crossing the street, and this truck comes out and hits her, and she hits the ground, and then just immediately, she's apparently got a baby in her arms, hits the ground, and immediately gets back up and just walks off, like nothing happened. And every time I think of that, I imagine, like, you know those toys for kids, like, they're like punching bags, and you hit them, and they fall all the way to the ground, and they bounce back up? That's what I imagine every time. I imagine a lady like that, like, every time I hear this, every time we talk about the story, and so I'm sitting in class, laughing my ass off this story. It's supposed to be horrible.
You're a bad person.
I know, I'm such.
You're an evil person.
I'm not as bad. There was a guy in my class who laughed at Schindler's List.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a movie about the Holocaust.
Oh, I see now.
And no, this happened in East Texas.
Oh.
This didn't happen in a third world country. It happened in East Texas.
Oh, well then,
It's even worse.
let's see how many poops we can poop out.
What?
It's about our bathroom issues.
What? Okay. I'm so confused right now.
And this other doesn't only get flashed. There we go.
I feel very uncomfortable talking about holocausting.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that anymore. I didn't expect to go on about that.
Oh shit, I have a sound we've turned off.
Get on the ground! I don't need your
Wait, you have
handouts.
what sound? You have the sound turned off?
No, the sound moves.
Oh.
Star rank, so we can't
Oh,
do
yeah.
charge. He's using basic hammer on this thing, so we can't do the 4th level jump slam. It kind of sucks. That's a lot of range on that attack. The rest of it, he can hold it forever.
Yep. But you
As
guys
opposed to
don't
actually-
even need that anyway. I'm used to the jump style.
Yeah, it's a nice attack, but once you get used to it, it's really good. But if you go on without it, it feels like it's easier to use the hammer. And Theo takes a fireball into the ass. Oh man. Is this hard? Is this upper or is this lower?
Also,
So yeah, it's gonna have to be upper because you didn't start a base camp. So yeah, this is hard for those of you who are just tuning in. Possibly this is hardcore upper Azeroth. So hardcore high rank. Go for the tail, Kino.
You
Take
need
the tail off.
correction?
Wait, what?
No!
I'm
Just
confused.
tell me what to do. God, Graham, I'm so saucy.
I think we're gonna approach.
Why are you being a jerk today?
I would totally be aiming for the tail if I was playing, but instead I'm watching, so I get to be backseat driver or backseat hunter.
That doesn't give you right to tell Kino what to do though.
She knows what to do. She knows to hit the tail.
No, that's my job.
It's kind of
Just
it's
move
kind of
around
her
so
job.
damn much.
As a great swordsman, it's kind of her job. I was just kind of rooting her on instead of telling her what to do.
There we go.
Nice hit. Oh
Can't
wow,
pass
that
a
was
KO without it damage.
my audio is probably like 5 or 6 seconds off from the actual footage. So I'm like, nice hit, and it's like they're just sitting there smashing it.
Like totally doing a normal hit, so awesome.
It was
Awesome.
cool when I saw it because he knocked it out from like barely hitting it.
I can't even move.
Get away! There's too many things here. Oh no!
Motions, matches, and rushes.
God, it just keeps like the moment you throw a flash bomb, it like turns around to get away.
I'm trying to cut that out. There you go. Hello. I really want that tail pillow because like there's the monster hunter tail pillow. I want one.
Kind of cool. I want the Kezu pillow because that thing looks awesome. But they're like
Oh,
$100
I love
bucks.
the pillow. I know! They don't even make that anymore, I think. They're like very limited now.
Yeah, that's why they're like $180 bucks because they were only like $40 originally. Yeah, they do have Monster Hunter plush.
Okay.
They actually have.
Yeah, they have Ruffian Rathalos, other Rathalos, normal Rathalos, woodcut 2, normal cut 2, Logia, Goopy Plush, Jinoga, Brachiodo,
Iru.
yeah, Brachiodo,
They have a Brachiodo
and the
plush?
feline. Yeah,
I have to look this up now.
I have the link. Okay, go on JList and type in Monster Hunter.
Okay, so it totally just came. When I searched for Brachiodos plush, it came up with Brachialis plush.
Just go on JList.com. Because I have Monster Hunter plushies, so.
Yeah, and you have a duck. You have the duck and the cat. So I'm totally not calling that by the duck by its actual name.
Cuscus.
Kino
Yes,
died.
Oh, I died. Wasn't paying attention because I was looking for JList.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah,
This
that's fine,
lag in
probably.
the stream.
and then they have a Giganox. They have a Giganox cap and or it's a Giganox it's the Gigi nightcap and gloves. Yeah,
That sounds awesome.
they have a Raphael Ferocian plush or
Oh, man.
at their pillows.
That's some been under anime and toys. Oh wait. Monster Hunter under anime and toys. Go. Playing cards.